Hello, it is April 29th, 2024, and we are in a new location. And this is going to be the place where I stay, I believe, as far as I know, until September 1st. Um, it's been a little harder than I anticipated. I'm going from, I was staying at an Airbnb, kind of like where everything is included. And now this is it's a nice hotel, but they don't have, everything that you need. And so I didn't really allow for that or think of that, I guess. Um, the room that I got when I booked it, they said that it was going to have a walk-in shower, but it doesn't. It has a tub, which is not what I planned, but we're figuring it out. And so I bought and assembled a transfer bench, and basically it's a bench that goes from the inside of the tub to the outside of the tub, and you just kind of scoot back and forth. I practiced it yesterday with like in my clothes, and it went pretty well, but I had a little trouble moving my leg, and I've been looking at videos online about how to prepare for hip surgery. And one of the things they said to get is one of these. And it's basically the little loopy here you put your foot through and you can move your leg. Because the thing I struggled with getting out of the tub was my foot getting stuck. So this will help with that. So we have the transfer bench, we have that. Um, and I got a shower curtain because you get a cheap shower curtain and then you cut it so that you can put it in the transfer bench so you don't get water all over the floor. So I'm going to put up my first shower curtain today. It's just a cheapy one, so if I ruin it, it doesn't matter, but I didn't want to ruin the hotels. So I've never put up a shower curtain before. Hopefully it goes well. um, and the hotel is very nice. The room is very nice. But I'll have to show you later. But when I open my window, there's a parking lot right here. And so there are cars like right outside my window. So I got some stained glass privacy film. So if all goes well, I'm going to have really pretty stained glass windows, lots of sunlight soon. Having sunlight all the time, it's a bummer not to have it. So it's going to be cool to do that. Plus, I always have wanted stained glass windows. So I got some privacy film so I can open the window and have some sunlight without people seeing, like veering in. um, and I'm just kind of rattling off all the things, so it's like on my mind. The trash situation is you get to do your own trash, which is great because I can do that, but it's on the opposite side of the hotel. So the guy said, some people have little carts. So I bought a cart. It's basically it's a metal and it folds, and when I get my mail, I can put my mail in there. When I have my trash bags, I can put my trash in there. When I do my groceries, I can do my groceries in there, and I'll have something to hold on to when I'm walking, because it's a big hotel, so it's going to be long walks. But that's good because the room is a lot smaller than the Airbnb, and so I'm not walking as much because I don't have as much space to cover. So the fact that I'll need to go further distances to do my mail, to do laundry, to do the trash is good. So we're going to get some walking practice in, which I'm very happy about. It's I'm very happy about it. Nervous also. Yes, because I'm always just worried about catching my foot and falling and things like that. I know I can get up in a hallway. I've never done it before, but we're gonna figure it out. So, yeah, it's adjusting to different things, and it's very nice. It's a lot quieter. No college students running above my head. Little people here and there on a Saturday night or Sunday night, but nothing terrible. It's wonderful to have the mail when the grocery people come. They come straight to my doors, and then they can put it right down there. I did get a coffee machine because the coffee machine that they have is like this big. And it's not that it's bad, it's just that I struggle with it. I keep getting coffee all over the counter because I'm not putting it in right. And I figured maybe I should get a Christy proof one. So just a little cheapy, like $12 one, which is totally fine with me. And I got, a blanket because the air conditioning here is really good, and they don't have really like a comforter, and so I got a warm blanket so that I'll be warm because I was freezing this weekend. But I'm not complaining because the summer is going to be here soon, and I hope to also be freezing in the summer, so that will be nice. Um, so it's a little bit more expensive than I thought, but thank goodness it was just my birthday and I had saved some money. So uh, I'm just kind of investing in like making an apartment or a home. It's the things you would expect to do for an apartment. I bought my first set of knives because they give you knives, but they're like these little cutlery ones and they're not very sharp, which is okay, but I'm not great with knives. And so for my own safety, I got sharper knives because it's all I just don't want to cut myself. I respect knives. So I got a little cheapy knife set. They're still sharp, but nothing crazy. Um, and they had little pans, but they didn't have skillets. So I got little skillets and I got a little cheapy omelet maker, which I think is going to be great for meal prep because I could pre-measure out my omelets and make them without destroying the kitchen. Because the kitchen, you can't see it, but the kitchen, it doesn't have an oven. It just has like little hot plates on top. So I'm still adjusting on how to do those correctly and not like burn anything. And so we're Christy proofing the apartment. And so I thought an omelet maker, since I do eat so many omelets, would be a good investment. And it was only like $12 or something. So it wasn't crazy. But yeah, I'm very much like I'm going back and forth between panic and fear and hope and excitement. Like those are my two. I'm trying to err toward the side of excitement. When I used to go to New York when I was in my 20s, I stayed in hotels all the time and I was more physically able. And I think that's the part where the fear and apprehension part comes in, is because, it is just, it's a little more glaring what I can't do. But I'm making do, I'm adjusting, I'm acclimating, and then I will be able to do things. I just have to do it in the way I can do them, and then someday the hip will be taken care of and it'll get better. Right now, it's a little harder than I thought, which is not impossible. It's just harder. So I'm excited because I'm still able to do this. I'm like relatively comfortable. I'm very, very sore, but it's just getting used to new seats and new surfaces and new walking and, I'm acclimating. So we're figuring it out. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow because one of the things that I knew I would struggle with when I came here was wanting to just stay inside because I was scared to go out, because it's a new environment. And I do tend to get in my head a little bit when I first land. And so smart past Christy set a doctor's appointment for tomorrow, just with my general doctor. And I had a virtual visit with her in November. And so now I get to go meet her in person. And she's very nice. So I already know her. I know she's nice. There's a service that has they come and pick you up. So I have handled that. And I'm just trying to think of it like when I was in New York, getting a taxi and going to a show or going to a meeting or whatever. Now it's getting a taxi. And yes, it's a medical taxi going to a medical thing, but they won't always be like that. Sometimes it'll be for, getting my hair done or something. We'll have that in the future. Not this month. Whew, we're gonna be keeping it tight this month as far as like silly things we buy, because the nesting period, to make things more comfortable was a lot. But it's okay. We're okay. But yeah, so I'll be seeing my doctor tomorrow and getting a feel for what that's like as far as leaving here and coming back and all of that. Yeah, and June 7th, I'm going to be meeting the plastic surgeon. And I actually got a call from them today, just kind of confirming, which was really nice. Turns out that the gentleman I'm going to be seeing not only is he the chairman of the department, but he went to Harvard and Yale. So I'm very excited for that because one of my things that I was very nervous about was that my case would be too severe. And um, I think somebody who went to Harvard and Yale can be trusted. So, and he's an older gentleman, and looks like a nice person. And I'm excited to have a capable, nice person to talk to because I'm already so blessed with my hip surgeon. So, and I'm seeing my hip surgeon on the 20th because I made an appointment to see him. I don't know why, because I don't have a date yet, but I wanted to at least see him and make some plans. Um, because I know I've been kind of sitting around waiting for calls back, and they get really busy and they're not always great about calling back because they are so busy. And so I'm going to go see him, and that's what I'm going to do. And I don't know if you can hear the air conditioner going off, but it's really funny. It's right next to the window, and so when the air conditioner goes off, the curtains blow across the bed. It's very cool. It looks like a music video. Also, you can see my penguin now fits on the bed because it is a king size bed. It's very, very big. And I've been practicing on trying to lay on my bad hip side sometimes just to see if I can, to do different exercises and things. I'm taking it easy and being careful. But I looked up a bunch of hip exercises to do, and I've been doing those. A lot of glute stuff and quad stuff. But yeah, so we're keeping a brave face. There is a bit of panic, there is a bit of fear, there's a bit of worry, there is a bit of doubt. There is always that kind of thing. But also, a year ago, none of this would have been possible. I wouldn't have even been worried about this because I wouldn't have been doing it. So we're breathing, we're acclimating, and it's going to be fine. And yeah. That's the story I'm sticking to. And when I know what's going to happen with the hip, and when I know the dates of that, I'll make plans. If it's going to be to stay here, I'll probably need to rent like a recliner because the bed is wonderful, but it's very high. And to get into it, I need to get on with this hip, the bad one. And I have to like hyperextend it, and so we have to plan for that, renting a recliner for the healing process so I don't, dislocate my hip. And yeah, it's scary, but it's doable. You know what I mean? Like, I've never done it before, so that doesn't mean I can't do it. It just means I've never done it before. And so we're just kind of bolstering, and it's going to be fine. But yeah, so if I'm maybe go back and forth between being confident and terrified, now you know why. There's a lot happening. My next project is going to be making that stained glass window because I have a feeling that's going to be really nice for like morale, is being able to open the window and have some sunlight because the room is very good for keeping the sun out. But if you don't want that, it's very dark. So we're going to get that going. And yeah, so I'm going to be taking a practice shower tonight to prepare for my doctor's visit tomorrow. And yes, it's a lot, but we're going to get there. It's just a lot to process right now, but I'm excited. I'm excited to have, I think the whole the quote about nothing gets accomplished in your comfort zone, that's very encouraging because I'm super far out of my comfort zone right now. And that means things are going to get accomplished because I'm not comfortable. I'm being challenged in every little aspect right now. And that's okay because that's part of this whole process. I think part of me wished it would be like, you've lost 200 pounds, here, easy button for life. No, that's not how it works. And you have to continue to work. But things like, this apartment is very nice. And getting a plastic surgeon who's a Harvard, Yale graduate, who's the chairman, like, that's really nice as well. Like, that makes me feel better because part of me worried, that maybe I was going to be a little too far gone. And now I don't worry about that because it's going to be okay. And I have a wonderful hip surgeon who I think is wonderful. So Yeah, I'm rambling a bit, I know, but I have a lot on my mind. The good news is that I have therapy on Wednesday, so kind of get to work through all the stuff. And I love getting to see Rich because he's very good at helping me prioritize and compartmentalize and, you know, break down the big things into bite-sized chunks that I can figure out. So, yeah. And on the plus side, like food-wise, we're doing great. We've got, right now, I am cooking like 5 pounds of chicken in the slow cooker. So we got that going. I've got, sharp knives to cut up my vegetables. So really, what more do I need? The omelet maker that's coming because I made scrambled eggs yesterday and it was an occasion. Let's say that. So I'm going to be doing more like I'll be learning how to do more on the skillet. And, it's going to be an adventure. Am I scared? Yeah. Am I uncomfortable? Yeah. Am I in pain and sore and all that? Yes. But I'm also very excited for everything. If I can do this year, what next year is going to be crazy. I'm going to be hopping around quite literally. I want to go swimming and do all those things, but we'll talk about future things when we know more about the future. I just wanted to say hi and I love you and thank you for all the support as I waddle my way through all of this stuff. But um, I'm going to leave you now. I hope your weekend was great. I hope your Monday has been friendly. And I will talk to you very soon and hopefully have an update with my shower curtain and how the doctor went and how the stained glass thing went. And we're just going to have a grand old time. So I love you. Have a wonderful week.